Hello, this training video is for entering member data. And what's meant by that is we're going to be importing a file for our employers that want to import files. So the first thing that we'll need to get done is to get logged in. So let's get logged in. Now that we're logged in and we're on the home page of the STAR system, we're going to scroll down in the left-hand navigation pane to the Imports tab. We'll click on the Imports tab. So this currently is where you're going to load all of your imports, either manually, imports for contributions or demographics. So we'll click on Add an Import. And today we're working on the demographic import. Upload the file. So it'll be one moment while I grab that. So here's a screenshot of the file that I'll be uploading. It's for Patrick Kane. As you can see, first and last names, member social security number, their date of birth, Patrick Kane's email address, the address of their home, where they live, the zip code, home number, cell number, their personal information should be loaded there. Their status, they're hired, and the date that they were hired was February 11th, 2026, and the sex of the individual. So this is the file that I'll be loading. Just wanted to show you that. So we come in here, we're going to browse for that particular file. We have uploaded that file, so you can actually put any type of description you want. So I'm just going to put the member's name. That way I know that it's that particular file when we go to look for it. Information here, as long as that's accurate, then just select confirm and to move on. So we do get a notification that your import file has been submitted, and the import demographic import validation action is completed as well. So then we want to come over here once the system finishes loading it. Okay, the system did load it for us. Just took a second longer than I thought. And then we'll select process. It's showing that the process action is completed. And you'll notice that it hasn't processed it yet. So that's normal in our test system that we're doing. So once again, it just took it a second longer to process that for us. You also have the option under the snowman to view errors. So if we did have any errors currently, as you see in these other files down here, then the system wouldn't allow us to process it. But this one only had warnings, and we'll view that here in a second by clicking on View Errors. And you'll notice that it was added successfully. The warning that we got is it's just a warning to us, letting us know that this is a new member to the PSPRS retirement system. So that warning does not stop your completing of your file, as you can see that the member was completely uploaded. So if you'd like to verify that, then let's just go into roster. Click on the funnel looking item, which is our filters tab. And we know that our member's last name was Kane. So we'll search by the last name. And it has Patrick Kane listed here for us. So Patrick's hire date was February 11th. The tier is a tier 3. It auto defaults to the DB because currently the member hasn't made an election yet. Once they do make an election, their contributions will start on 5/12 of 2026. This member, Patrick Kane, is not with another employer currently, or it would show up here. So the next area I want to show you is changing a status for an individual using the import process. It's the same principle that you used here, except on your spreadsheet, you're going to notice that or change the particular status. So for this one, I just put them in military leave, MP, for the purpose of this training. So we'll go back to imports, select add an import. Once again, we'll select demographic imports. We'll browse for our particular file that we want. We've uploaded it. Last name, and maybe we're just going to put in there status change as our notes. We'll select next. We'll confirm it as everything looks accurate. So it's going to go through the process again that we saw earlier. Once again, we show that the demographics for Kane was perfect. Now we're waiting on our system to finish the processing. So it's already ready for us to go. So we'll just select process. And now our system has updated it. And I'll show you exactly where to go next to verify that the status has changed to military leave. So from here to verify that it was changed, we want to go back to the roster, go to the funnels and the filters and search. And we'll go search by last name again, Kane. This time we're going to click on the member's social security number to the far left-hand side. And while there's a lot of good information up here that you can update, you can update a member's information manually. If you happen to be in here, maybe your date of birth or they got married, you want to change their marital status as well, you can do that here manually. So we'll just void this out, move on. Member details here, their election period. What we want to focus on is the member employment details. So you can see that when we hired them in on the 11th, they were in their election period when we first did the upload. And then I turned around and put them back into military leave on the 11th as well. And there's the status right there for our member. Leave, they're on leave, military leave currently. So this is just a reminder that your import file for demographics can be used to change the member's name, as I mentioned. You cannot change their social security number, only PSPRS can. So you'll have to send us a secure message to update that social security number if you made a mistake. Their date of birth you can, email address you can, as well as their home address, where they're listed. Their phone number, whether it's their residence or their cell number, can be updated using this sheet. And of course, I did show you the status can be updated. So that's the purpose of the import file. You can do all of that without manually going in and changing anything. So hopefully you've enjoyed this training. Have a great day.